Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alyssa Cotten, and I provide emotional and mental support for new coaches, counselors, content creators, and entrepreneurs. And I have a question for you. Are you trying to DIY your life? Are you trying to do everything on your own and never ask for help? Stay till the end of this video to learn all about what I mean by DIYing your life. Let's get started. So if you are a coach, a counselor, an entrepreneur, even a content creator, you might be guilty of DIYing your life. And what that means is, as we know, DIY means do it yourself. I'm talking about, are you creating your business, your social media presence, your coaching practice, your counseling practice? Are you doing it all on your own? Are you enrolling in YouTube University where you are Googling everything on how to get things going, how to make things happen? If that's the case, you are holding yourself back from true potential of really excelling. So what happens and why we do this as people is it comes down to anxiety. So our anxiety says, I have to do it all myself. I need to figure out how to do it, because if I ever want to teach someone else how to do it, I need to learn how to do it myself. So that anxiety says it's all on my shoulders to figure it out and how to execute it. And so what happens with that anxiety is we don't trust someone to give us what we need. We don't trust that we're going to get the best resources or the best outcome by asking for help or even getting different people to help us throughout this journey. So I am guilty. I'm going to confess I'm guilty of DIYing my life, and it backfired. I tried to figure out how to do everything on my own. I tried to figure out how to do my taxes on my own, how to do a website, how to grow my business, how to attract clients, how to do everything on my own, and it led to extreme burnout. I didn't want to go to work, and when I would come home, I would be so exhausted that I was like, all I can do is watch TV and binge. And then that's not the life I wanted to live, and I'm sure that's not a life that you want to live, but it was like I couldn't consume any more content that wasn't just mindless Netflix. And so I had a huge turning point where I realized I can't do it all on my own, and you might be there too. So I stopped DIYing my life. I no longer tried to figure it out all on my own. There's no gold star that you get for doing it all on your own. Yes, you might be a solopreneur, it just means you're on this journey by yourself, but it doesn't mean you can't ask for help along the way. There's no gold star for doing it all on your own, and all it's going to cause is more headaches, more time, and really more anxiety in the long run, because if you forget something or something slips through the cracks, that's going to cause more anxiety for you. And as we know about on this journey of being an entrepreneur, whether you're self-employed, you have an internet presence, anxiety is going to show up in so many different ways. And if you haven't checked out my video here on mental health and being an entrepreneur, we know that 72% of entrepreneurs, people who are self-employed, end up having some type of mental health impact them, whether it's directly or indirectly. And so if we know that mental health is going to impact you, why not set up a system that's going to ensure your success instead of a system that's going to hinder it and cause more anxiety? And so what you can do to start by stopping DIYing your life is asking yourself, where could I reach out and ask for help? Maybe you start with your inner circle of your friends and family. Maybe you ask them, hey, I know you're really good at editing. Could you edit my captions for my social media? Or I know you're super crafty. Could you help me create a logo? Reach out to your support system and have them see kind of like the insider scoop of what you're doing. And then eventually what's going to happen is your business and your career is going to take off, and then you're going to be able to pay people to help you do that. So for example, you might be able to hire a coach, or you might be able to hire a therapist, and you're going to be able to hire people that are going to help you stop DIYing your life, stop trying to figure out all on your own. They have statistics that have shown that people who stop doing it all on themselves and start asking for help and start growing, they actually end up becoming more successful because it takes a team to do it. Kind of like the saying, it takes a village to raise a child. It's the same thing with you on your self-employment journey, whether that's you becoming a content creator, a coach, a counselor, or an entrepreneur, you are going to need some help in some way. And I'm not saying that you have to hire a team member. I'm saying ask for help so that way you don't feel like it's all on your own. And you can start small by asking your friends and family for their zone of genius to help you. For example, I asked my husband to edit all of my captions. I am not a very good editor, and what would end up happening is I would write just like really choppy, really small, like one-word captions, because the anxiety of writing a good caption would give me just so much anxiety. So what I started doing is I started just writing outlines, and then my husband would help me write it. And that helped me give up some control. It helped me to lower my anxiety because I knew his zone of genius is editing and writing, and he can help me along the way. I don't have to do it on my own, and then he actually feels like he's a part of it. He feels included. So if you ever see my captions, know that my husband edits all of them, and I kind of call him my little intern because I don't pay him. So what I'm saying is you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to like search the internet, searching for answers, searching for solutions, searching how to figure out how to do it. You can hire an entire support team. And sometimes we, as we're on this new journey of creating our own online presence, whether that's through our coaching practice, a counseling practice, whether you are having an entrepreneurship journey where you have services or you have products, there's going to be a point where you can't do it all on your own, and your anxiety is going to tell you that you have to do it all on your own. Your anxiety is going to start to manipulate the way your brain thinks. It's going to say you're a failure, this person could do it all on their own, or you're seeing on social media that this person does this, and this. I can guarantee that they're getting help. They have a behind the scenes team, that it's not just them executing all of these things. And they have statistics and studies that have shown that when people start to ask for help, their business, their entrepreneur journey starts to thrive. And that's when they're able to take it to the next level, because now they're focusing on everybody else's zone of genius to help them. No longer going to YouTube University, which just basically means searching on the internet for your answers, but actually looking for the answers from people who specialize in doing that kind of work. And sometimes we have to ask ourselves, what is our pride worth? I know for me, I wanted to let everyone know I do it all on myself. I do my own accounting and my billing and my notes and admin, and I was like having all this pride. And then I remember I was at lunch with someone and they're like, oh yeah, I have somebody else do that, and that saves me 10 hours a week. And I'm like, oh, so I could like have somebody else help me and save 10 hours a week. And it was such a hit of bricks in the face of like, we're both in the same profession. Neither of us are getting gold stars for executing the way we're doing it, but we have to ask ourselves, what is our time valued at? What do we want to spend our time doing? We didn't get into this self-employment entrepreneur journey to work more. Wasn't the idea that we could work less so we could enjoy being in the moment, hanging out with our friends and our family and our loved ones? So why are we working more? Anyways, long story, I started to ask for help. So I have an Instagram coach, I have a manifesting coach, I have a therapist, I have an online business coach. I have all these people in place to help me provide the best services for my clients. And you might be wondering what kind of services I provide. I have an online course called Inner Compass Accelerator, and it's designed for coaches, counselors, entrepreneurs, and content creators who are struggling with their anxieties, with their fears, and their past traumas from holding them back from living the life that they deserve, living a life of true fulfillment. And if that's something you want to learn a little bit more about, you can check out my free masterclass or check out how to work with me in the link below. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Are you guilty of DIYing your life? Are you guilty of searching the web for answers when you could have called someone or hired someone to help you navigate it? So stop DIYing your life and ask for help, and that is the best thing you can do to live the life that you want to live. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. I release videos out every single Monday.